Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reviewing the new Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. And I just got this in the mail yesterday, and I have been trying so hard not to just want to like touch all over it. So I haven't seen any videos, so I don't know, what everybody else is saying. So this is going to be a true first impressions. And before we get started, I just want to say sorry I have been so absent here recently. As you can tell, this is a different background and we just moved, so please bear with me if the lighting's a little weird. If you can hear noises outside, there's some new neighbors with some kids outside playing and they are being super loud. So if you can hear them, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. But if you could just bear with me until we get this new little filming area situated. I do have some pre-recorded stuff that I'm going to upload in the meantime, hopefully. So the background will be my usual background, and my hair is very different, and I go next week to have it colored, so you will see me again with a different hairstyle. But anyways, longest intro ever. Sorry if you don't care, you can just fast forward through this, but I just wanted to let you guys know who are subscribed to me why exactly I have been absent. But hopefully I can put up some new exciting videos for you guys, and I'm just really excited to be able to sit down and film, and I'm glad this is the first thing I get to sit and film in my new little house. So without further ado, let's jump on into the video. So this is what the palette came in. It's nice soft blue matte. So that's just like the little carton. And when you open it up, you have your Blue Blood palette in there. And this is what the palette looks like on the outside. I absolutely love the attention to detail that he gave when creating this palette. So it just kind of flips open like a little jewelry box, and please forgive me for the mirror. And then this is what the inside of it looks like. I can get a little bit closer for you guys. Hopefully you can kind of see there. But those are what the shades look like. Of course, I'm going to include some swatches. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be creating today. I've never played with anything that has color like this. I don't own any like blue eyeshadow palettes like this. I don't even know if I own that many blue. So that's why I decided I wanted to go ahead and pick this up, something unique to my collection. I've never tried anything from Jeffree Star as far as his eyeshadow palettes are. And the mirror is absolutely amazing. So let's just dive on into some swatches here. Alright, so I'm not the best like swatcher, so I guess we'll just kind of go up my arm here. So I'm just going to go from left to right here. So first up we have, what is this? Please don't kill me if I butcher these names, which I know I will. We have Cool something. So it's just a nice shimmery white shade, look good on the inner corner and brow bone. Then next up we have Minty, which looks like that. A really pretty light blue color there. Then we have Crystal Flesh, which looks like it's a nice goldy peachy color. Looks like that. And then we have I'm Cold, which again is another really pretty blue color. It's just a little bit deeper than that first blue there. And then we have Untouchable, which looks more of like a peachy type nude. I'm gonna have to really build it up for you guys to see it on my skin, but it has a really nice like pinky undertone to it. And then lastly in that row we have Priceless, which again looks like a nice nude bone color shade right there. So that is the first row, and I don't know if you'll be able to really pick up on that or not, but when I swatch, powder does come out, so they will probably have a little bit of kick up in the pan or like fall out in the eyes, so I just want you to be aware of that. But on to the next row here, we have, I guess this would be left to right, I'm looking at it backwards. So then we have Power, which looks like a really nice like charcoal gray. It's not like a true black, but it's definitely a deep gray, which is really pretty. So we have that one, and then we have Blue Blood, which is again a blue, but it's much darker than the first two. Super pretty though. And then we have Deceased, which looks like a really deep navy. I think this might be a shimmer. Oh yeah. No, it looks more like a satin. It doesn't look like a true matte. It does have like some shine to it, but it doesn't have like any glitter or anything in there. So it probably is a more on the satin type side. And then we have Ice Tray, which is definitely a shimmer. It's really pretty. It has a weird undertone to it, like it's definitely unique. So we have that one, and then we have Blue Monday, which has more of like a purpley undertone to it, definitely like a violet blue. Again, super pretty. And then we have Flourishing, which is more of like a, what's that, like a turquoise blue maybe? Really pretty. That one definitely feels a little bit different than the other ones when I swatch them. It's definitely a different texture. So that's what that second row there looks like. And then moving on to the last row here from left to right. I'm trying to like wipe my fingers off. So then we have Wealthy, which again looks like a nice bone matte shade. I could definitely use that to set my eyelids, so it's not really going to pick up on my skin tone. And then we have Celebrity Skin, which is definitely a good transition. It's more on the brownier side, which I think brown and blue does go pretty well together. So that's what those look like. And then we have Entitled, which like makes me think of a mermaid. Super pretty. And then we have Ocean Ice, which I think this is more of a glittery shade. Super pretty. There is a lot of fallout to it, so this one I would definitely be careful with, but that is super pretty. And then second to last we have Cremated, which again is your darker shade. That one's more like a deeper like greeny blue. Almost looks like a charcoal on camera, but it definitely has more of a greener undertone to it. And then lastly we have Undertaker, which looks like a really deep blue, which kind of actually matches the shirt I'm wearing today. But that is the last row there. Alright, so I got you a little bit closer. I kind of have no idea what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to try to use as many in the eyeshadow palette that I can. So I'm just going to clean off my brush. And I'm going to take my M441, which is a little fluffy crease brush. I cannot talk today. And I think I'm going to go in with Cold, which is this one right here. I did put my MAC paint pot down. I didn't set it just because I want to give these lighter blue colors a chance to stick to something. So there is some pickup in the pan. I would just tap off your brush. I'm just going to pack it right in my crease. And I'm going to build this color up and blend it up toward my brow bone. So it looks something like that. I'm really just trying to build up that color just because I really want it to kind of peek through the rest of the colors. Like that. And then I think I'm going to go in with an even fluffier crease brush, which is my Beige Cosmetics V5, and I'm going to dip into that like mint tea shade. That's what it's called. Definitely want to be careful. They have a lot of kick up in the pan, and I'll show you here in a minute. But I'm just going to take that and go over the top edges here and really smooth out those lines. So that's what I got so far. Sorry you can't really see it, but it's such a light shade that it's going to be kind of hard to really see on my skin tone. So I kind of just evened myself out there. So I think I'm going to dip into the shade Blue Blood right here. And again, I'm just going to pop that in my crease, but I think I'm going to keep it a little bit lower than those last two. And I'm just really trying to use as many as I can. I don't really have an idea in mind. I'm just trying to use as many shades as I can to kind of give you an idea of how these shadows perform. So far, they're blending in with each other nicely. They're not patchy. They're blending just great, just fine. Not having any trouble blending them out. And then with nothing really left on my brush, I'm going to kind of just sweep up, just so they blend a little bit better together. And I haven't had any fallout under the eyes, so that's nice. But I think I'm going to dip into Flourishing right there. I think I'm going to go for more of a halo-ish eye, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. So I'm just going to clean off my brush here and take this Morphe M433 and dip into that one. That one doesn't have as much kickback as the other ones I've had. There is some, but not as much as the others. And it's the one that felt a little bit different than the others when I swatched it. So I'm just going to put that right on the outer corner here and really pack it on. And then taking whatever's left and just going in the crease to the inner corner. Then grab a little bit more and really pack it on the inner corner here, like so, and then go in the middle. I like that. It's not as dark as I thought it would be. I mean, looking in the pan, it looked a little bit darker, but that's okay. So I think, let's see, I guess I'm going to dive into Cremated with a small little fluffy brush like this. And just lightly dip into it. Now that one has the same amount of pickup as the other shades. And I'm just going to pack that on. I'm getting some fallout down here with that shade, so just be warned. Alright, so I just kind of wanted to show you like the fallout that it had, which I'll tell you this 1,000 times, honestly, not a huge worrier about fallout as long as they perform good. So I think I'm going to dive into Undertaker here, which is that deep, dark, like blue, like my shirt, and with an even smaller, like little round brush. I think this is an e.l.f. eye crease brush. I'm going to dip into that, and I'm just going to do the same thing I did with that last color, and I'm going to really pack it on, because I want to bring more of that blue back in there than that blue-green. So again, I'm just going to really build this up in the outer corner and the inner corner. So it really deepened up, nice deep smoky blue eye. And then I'm just going to go do the same to the other side and wipe out the fallout. And I'm going to go ahead and carve out the inner part of my lid to do the halo eye. Right. So I carved out my crease, and I think I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to use. I also really like this ocean eyes, but it's more on the glittery side. I think I'm going to take that ocean eyes on my Morphe M167, and I think I'm just going to pack it right here over top of that darker, because I think it would look really pretty. Could be wrong, but I mean, it really picks up a lot. So I'm just going to find my setting spray. Just use this one, and I'm going to really like douse it. I did go ahead and powder my under eye, which I probably should have done in the first place, but it's okay. I'm just going to take that and pack it right on top. And I think I'm going to take Entitled. I'm just going to flip the brush over and use the other side. I'm just going to put that right on the center. Oh, that shade's so pretty. Sorry, I had that in front of my eye the whole time, didn't I? Sorry. So I'm going to kind of do it in reverse. And I'm going to take a flat shader brush. If I can find one. Just going to use this Alamar Cosmetics one. And I'm going to take that Undertaker and a little bit of cremated, and I'm just going to really push that right up, right into my lash line here. I'm going to do it on the inner and outer corner. And then I'm going to take an even smaller little brush, if I can find one. And take this, what is this, a Luxie 141 mini round brush. I'm going to clean it off. I desperately need to clean my brushes. And then I'm going to dip into that Blue Blood and I'm Cold shade and kind of run it along there. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this Eco Tools accent brush and dip into that mint tea, and I'm just going to run it right there on the edge of all those and connect it up. And do it like that. And then I have another flat shader brush right here from Colourpop. Just going to clean that off. And then I'm going to take that Ocean Ice, spritz it really good. And I'm just going to pack that right here, just to kind of mimic what we got going on top there. And then I'm just going to wipe that same one off and dip into that Entitled shade and put it right in the center. And just blend those two shimmer shades together. And dip into that, I really don't know how to pronounce this, Colin. Yeah, I'm probably butchering that. And I'm just going to really put this in my inner corner here. Just really pack it. And I'm going to take some and hit the top, or right under my brow bone. Alright, so here it's a close-up of both eyes done. I am wearing Blue Ya Mine, the new mascara from Colourpop, on my lower lash line, and then I lined my lower waterline with the Urban Decay eye pencil in Chaos, and then for lips I put on my Dose of Colors Knock on Wood and some Remy lashes in the style 778, and that's all I put on. So let's talk about the palette. This is a little crooked. So the quality of the eyeshadows are great. I mean, you could probably see where I've had some fallout and kick up in the pan and stuff. Again, it doesn't really bother me. I like the packaging. I think it'll look nice sitting on my vanity. I want to say this was, what, $52, I think, and then I paid an additional like 12 maybe to have like the 3-day shipping. So, and all in all, I paid about $65 for this eyeshadow palette. Am I happy with how it turned out? Kinda. Definitely not something I normally do, and it's not something I've ever really done, actually, and I've never really played with blues, so I don't think it looks bad. But do I think it's worth it? I think if you like his quality, I think these are really good quality. I really do. They blend in nicely. They didn't get patchy. They didn't go crazy. They were good. Definitely worth, I think, the money if that's something you want to splurge on. If you have something, you know, not like this in your collection, I think it's definitely worth it. If you are a supporter of Jeffree Star, I think it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I think I've really enjoyed it. I've been thinking of picking up the Blood Sugar palette whenever I can catch it restocked. But I really do enjoy it, and it's not something I'm going to use every single day, but definitely when I want something a little bit more crazy, a little more colorful, I can definitely reach for this and create some kind of look. If you guys want a tutorial on, you know, something you could wear that's not like this, let me know down in the comments below, and I could definitely come up with some different eye looks for you guys. Yeah, so what do you think? Did you all buy it? Did you not buy it? Were you waiting on reviews? Let me know down in the comments below. I love to talk to you guys, and hopefully this video wasn't too crazy long or too all over the place. But yeah, until next time, guys. See ya.